Thanks for joining us. Incoming president of industry body FICCI believes the Indian economy is well placed even amidst the global turbulence. Ritu spoke with Subhrakant Panda. He takes charge as the FICCI president in the middle of December. He believes inflation remains a concern and we need to control the rise in prices, but without compromising on growth.
I think there's a lot of work to be done in terms of pushing the reforms agenda further and working with our various stakeholders on key issues like decarbonization and sustainability. Now, in as much as your question is concerned regarding, the state of affairs of the economy, I think it is fair to say that India is one of the rare bright spots. In fact, recently when we were in Washington, D.C., coinciding with the Honorable Finance Minister's visit, I think there was general consensus that even in a tough global environment, when it comes to various economies and the challenges that countries are facing with regard to rising inflation, India is one of the rare spots. I think that has got to do with a few factors. First of all, the reforms both over the years as well as during the pandemic, where I think the government worked on the principle of not letting a good crisis go to waste. So measures to improve ease of doing business, and now steps being taken to lower the cost of doing business through the national logistics policy. I think, and of course not to mention GST, which has created a large domestic market, unified market, and finally the PLI schemes, of which I am a great proponent, because it is, it is going to create global manufacturing champions who will, cater to not just domestic demand, but in fact look at the export markets as well. So I think India is well placed.
I take your point. India remains one of the fastest growing economies. The macro fundamentals remain strong. But that said, like you mentioned, we can't really remain an island, in what is a global tsunami right now. In such an environment, what should be the policy priorities?
Well, the policy priority is very clear, if you ask me. That you're absolutely right that India cannot be completely insulated from what is happening globally. And as long as you have geopolitical developments continuing to play out the way they are, I think there is uncertainty going ahead. But in as much as what India can do, I think India has to focus on keeping inflation under control without compromising on growth.
Well, that is the incoming president of FICCI. WhatsApp has announced